What's going on, everyone? Clutch City Chronicles back here with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about the repercussions for the Houston Rockets of the Ben Simmons James Harden trade, because as you all know, we traded James Harden a little over a year ago to the Brooklyn Nets for a haul of draft picks, which at one point in this season looked very, very valuable with all the Harden drama going on in Brooklyn. But all of a sudden, with this one trade, those draft picks went from looking really good to really bad, because as you all know, Ben Simmons is under contract. He's not on an expiring deal, and they still got KD locked up for the next 4 or 5 years. And then maybe if Kyrie decides to leave, I assume they're going to save that money and use that money to get another good free agent. So overall, the Brooklyn Nets with this trade have improved their roster significantly. Their draft picks went from looking pretty good for the Houston Rockets to pretty bad, because here's the deal. If James Harden had stayed in Brooklyn, it would have been toxic for them, and he was demanding a pretty hefty extension. I think about $10 million more than what Ben Simmons makes in a season. So really, the Brooklyn Nets saved money, and not just that, they locked up Ben Simmons and Kevin Durant, and with those two on your team, you're likely to be a really good basketball team. And for the Houston Rockets, that is bad news, because again, we own their draft picks for the next several years. So if they're a good team, those draft picks are not very valuable, and it's really bad for the Houston Rockets. And you look back and you're just like, what if we had traded Harden to the Sixers in the first place? We wouldn't have lost out on those valuable picks, which now look like mid to late first round picks, especially because KD and Ben Simmons together for the next several years. I don't really expect the Nets to be a lottery team with those two healthy on the basketball floor. And that's also another question. If they're healthy, that's the scenario for the Rockets. If the Brooklyn Nets remain healthy, those draft picks are going to be terrible. But if they're not healthy, like Kevin Durant, he's in and out, I really do think we have a chance at those picks being really good. But as of right now, on paper, what the Brooklyn Nets look like going forward, those draft picks don't look as valuable as they once did with the Harden drama going on in Brooklyn. So really, this trade pretty much screwed over the Houston Rockets big time. If anything, it's beneficial for the both teams that did it, but for the Rockets, we basically got screwed over with this Ben Simmons James Harden trade. So comment down below your thoughts on this trade, like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe for more.